What up?
What's going on?
So did you guys play all of Hellblade yesterday?
Half of it. Which was a lot.
What are you going to do for the other half?
I believe we're going to attempt to get through a Friday night.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
It's a lot of Hellblade very quickly.
I agree, but I mean, I do want to see how the story wraps up, which is as good a motivation as any for a thing.
Fair. Ryan Bisson.
Yo.
Just give me energy ammo, you jerks.
What's up?
What's going on?
How's your pursuit of the ice cream truck?
Dude, so I think I may have figured it out. The ice cream truck was for an event from some, other thing. I think, a movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you can only get it when the event was out.
So you can never get the platinum?
So I don't think I can get the truck.
So what you're saying is you can literally never get the platinum?
That sucks. Now that I have gathered what you're talking about, that sucks.
That's what I think is the case. I'm not 100% sure, but...
Should reach out to Silence and be like, yo, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, is this what it
definitely completed the thing,
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just scored a goal. Whoops. And I said great pass because the guy said, nice one. And so I said great pass. Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah, but I got all the Fast and Furious cars, Craig.
Fuck yeah. Nice.
They're dope.
Oh, yeah.
Are you using the car with the feelers?
Yeah, so I've been doing random preset. I just hold one side through my presets.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 28 presets now.
There you go.
So I just play random car every game.
Makes sense. Oh, do you have to...
ones? They're really good.
Say again?
Right now.
Ryan, do you have to bounce at 9:30 to go get Emily?
No, she's going to take the train.
Okay.
I figured I'd just play for her, too, unless you want to do whatever.
No. If they're combat, you take care of it. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take care of her
stab
stuff.
is my guess.
Huh?
She's just going to stab, really.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see if that happens.
Yeah. Hi, yes. Oh, burp.
Oh, dope it. Oh. Hello, Dopey.
Oh, sweet.
He's so cute.
Oh, what a sweet one.
Is this how calm you are when your mama's not home?
And when we're not there.
Okay.
Alright, fuck it. We're here to die. Hopefully by this gun.
What are you working on?
Fucking Stern.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do in this entire game, and I'm super glad I have to do it twice. I have to do it again.
It's been safe technically can do it 3 times.
If I want to, I can do it as many fucking times as I want. It's just how many characters I make, but
True.
I don't like having to do this.
What is that quest again?
It's the one where you have to get either kills without reloading or kill and also kill powerful fallen
with the scout rifle.
With the sidearm.
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
It's annoying, but
It's a shitty quest.
Yeah,
I mean, my drag is ridiculously strong. It's a 302, so it's making it a little easier, but it's still a lot of work.
Sorry, I'm now jumping in the air trying to get mini tool kills.
That was fun.
I love that one, too.
I actually enjoyed doing that. Well, I mean, it was the easiest when I was a warlock and I could hover.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it as a warlock.
I just put the Wings of Radiant Dawn on and could just hover in the air with my submachine gun, and it was like, all right, well, this is much easier than it otherwise could be.
What is Heather's flight again?
Tuesday, I believe.
Tuesday. Okay.
3 out of 10 and 3 out of 10. Wow, I already have 3 powerful fallen? No way. Or do I actually? Yeah, wow. Oh no, only 2. So in that ether resupply public event, I managed to get 2 powerful fallen kills at some point.
Nice.
Alright, sure.
Did you kill 2 of the servitors?
Yeah. Normally I go back and forth between the Exodus Black, like surrounding area, and the Lost Sector that's right nearby, because it's impossible for people to take your kills in the Lost Sector.
True.
This is so dumb. Right. Go left. 3 left.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, doop, doop, boop, boop.
Oh, girl. You're good.
Who's being a Dumbo dog?
There we go.
Where are the other 2? Oh, how's Iron Banner there, Jay?
I'm almost done with the season 1 thing. I haven't done so bad. It's Crucible.
Okay.
There's only 1 mode though, so it's like not like it changes up every time.
Right, it's just control, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. I'm hoping the reward is worth it. Otherwise,
I wish the armor didn't look so cool, because that's the only reason why I would ever want to do it.
yeah, that's like what I'm really hoping to get out of this is the Iron Banner armor. Oh, some motherfucker just hit me. What the hell? Who's this asshole?
This guy.
This fucking guy think he is.
Actually, he has the same face mask as you, so who does he think he is?
Hello.
Hey, Heth.
But
Sorry, I spent like 10 minutes trying to find my headphones and I realized I left them at Craig's place.
Oh, no.
Right. Fuck.
Oops. So I had to find my other pair. But I have so much shit to pack. Good lord. I'm not echoing for anybody, just making sure I think it's using all the right settings.
no, that seems fine.
Right.
Oh, good. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Somebody needs to drop me some energy ammo so I can continue this stupid thing. There's some.
Okay, so we'll try and
Oh no.
keep this one a little bit shorter as well. I'm very tired due to a long day of work. What up, Oregon?
Sorry, I'm in a game of PUBG. I didn't even realize it was.
No problem.
Yeah.
Very tired from a day of work as well as job interview, so I'm a little looped. As well as Heather needing to pack and get less sick.
Sorry.
Heather, when do you leave again? Is it Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday. Gotcha.
Monday.
Yep.
So this will be your last foyer on the East Coast.
It is, yes.
How long do you think it will take for you to get internet on the West Coast?
Well, we're supposed to be getting internet on the 18th.
Okay.
Have internet on the West Coast?
Oh my god.
I love you, Ryan.
Can you drink the water there?
Yes, Ryan, we can drink the water there.
Do they have?
It's not Mexico.
Right now it's the whole thing's on fire, so...
The top half of it is on fire, yes.
A decent half of California is currently on fire.
Yeah, thankfully, not the half I'm near. For the most part.
True. All right. So therefore, if it is going to take you a little while to get, this is for the rest of you guys. So next week, we're not going to do a usual session while Heather gets settled in on the West Coast. We're going to do a battle royale.
Oh boy.
Which I'll explain a little bit more about at the end of this session. But be excited about that. It's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see how this goes.
Oh, I know how it's gonna go. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know exactly how it's going to go.
I've seen enough of these to know who tends to win.
The healer. Oh wait.
The cleric actually usually wins.
It's either the cleric. Yeah, it would be the cleric, but she's not there, so it tends to be
Ryan's almost a cleric.
Yeah, I can heal myself.
Yeah, Ryan's very.
And you can become a rock monster, so you can
have 4 lives basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a decent advantage.
Regardless,
Also, modeling can kill somebody with a
I'm not going to do well.
We'll see how this goes.
You're a glass cannon. You'll blight one person and then die.
Yeah, I'll bring back the werewolf and go after Marleman.
Oh no.
All right. So that being said, let's.
With my board games all packed away, I had to use another box to roll my dice in.
All right, let's get this started. So last time around, you guys finished off what you were doing with the cloak and the skeleton giant. You figured out that the cloak was a thing called a revenant, which is essentially a mini lich. I'm not going to call it a demi-lich because a demi-lich is a different thing, which is much scarier.
Cool.
Okay.
But basically a lighter form of a lich. You destroyed its phylactery on its way out, so that way it could not come back in any sort of way. And then continued on towards the docks, where you guys got into another conflict involving 2 Minotaur skeletons and a few other skeletons as well, before finding your way to the docks, which were full of ships flying colors you had not seen before. As it turns out, these were the reinforcements that Vashvandra had mentioned she had coming to help the city. So you met with Commander Vandra as well as Councillor Archibald, one of the former heads of the city, now disposed due to the Lady of Bones occupation, and then found your way downstairs to rest.
Right.
In the ship. Trev, you made some potions. Phaedra, you read your book a bit.
I'm making potions in the morning, as a heads up.
Okay. Good to know. Before you go to sleep, Phaedra, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, by the way.
Okay. Great. All right, that's. Let me add wisdom saving throw. Do I just add my wisdom?
If you're not proficient in wisdom saving throw, it should say it right there.
Yeah, it's
pretty sure I am.
Yeah,
21.
You had to pick one of the 2 ways, or 2 of
21.
The 6 saving throws to be good at.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You settle into sleep, and actually, my bad. I need to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. I did even better, so...
All right, so it's 21.
Still
cool.
21.
So you settle in to go to sleep, and as you begin to fall asleep, you feel the creeping presence you felt before start to wander up over you. And you kind of shake it off. But this time it gets a little bit deeper. And while it both feels like a scry, it also comes tinged with something different. This isn't exactly a scry, it's very similar.
Okay.
But regardless, you settle in for a night's sleep. Everyone has a full night's rest. Those of you who have exhaustion lose exhaustion.
Yay!
Hit points are returned to full. Half your hit dice, if you used any, is returned. So you all wake up perfectly fine in the ship the next morning. There are light waves kind of bouncing the ship to and fro. Those of you who have not spent a lot of time on boats, it's kind of a weird feeling of the deck moving beneath you. I would actually assume most of you, with the exception of Marloman, have not spent a lot of time at sea.
Probably not.
One of the only few. Or one of the only bit.
Yeah. Also, Marloman, remember your curse from the people saying your name to kick is gone.
Yep. I remember that. Trust me.
Yes, that's it.
And he got a present.
And he got a present, which is your amulet of mage armor, which I assume you have written down.
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. So, in the morning, you all perform various activities early in the morning that you would wish to perform. You get dressed, shave, you bathe. The boat actually does come standard with a washroom, amenities you have not seen in a while. Actually, probably since leaving Jerselheim.
Damn. That was a really long time ago.
The fineries.
It's a very nice boat. Phaedra, you said you're going to try and make potions this morning?
Yes.
All right. What kind are you trying to make?
Well, she does that. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a drink.
Oh, you do it with your skill. That's a different thing.
It's arcane infusion.
Yeah, you do a different thing.
Would you like me to read what I do?
Sure.
A battle medic can create a number of arcane infusions equal to their wisdom modifier plus 1/4 of their battle medic level. Only one arcane infusion can be used per short rest. Increases to 2 at 9th level, so I can do 2 arcane fusions per short rest. They can be used like potions of healing. They restore 2d6 plus the wisdom modifier of the battle medic.
Cool. So
I'm trying to figure out how many of them I'm supposed to make.
So what's your battle medic level? 10?
Yeah, I'm at 10, so.
So 1/4 of that plus the number.
So my wisdom modifier is 4. So
is that what it is? So 4 plus
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. So 6.
Making sure I'm right on that one. Hold on.
You can make 6.
Yes. So I can make 6.
Yes. The other limitation I am imposing on your OPS class is that they only last 24 hours.
Okay.
Whatever.
Huh?
I think you might have actually just buffed it. She was always talking about them only lasting 8 hours.
Yeah.
Is it in there?
It doesn't specify.
Oh,
I remember
you were talking to me about it. That's why you did them in the morning.
No. I'm looking to see if there's anything specifically about how long they last.
Yeah, to me,
it
what it sounds
specify.
like. Yeah, to me, what it sounds like by the writing is that the infusions you can do twice per short rest, so you can make 12 of them. Between,
there's no
rest.
specifics on how long they last.
But I'm going to very adamantly say they only last 24 hours from the brew time.
Okay.
That way, you guys cannot be walking through the world with like 88 potions. Yeah.
Potions.
Yeah.
Both because that's hard to track, but also
it's just not.
Yeah, it's just not how this works.
All right, so I can make 6 of them.
Yes, you can make 12 of them if you want.
Oh fuck! I can make a lot of these. All right. Can I make 12 of them and just sort of start passing them out to people?
Sure. Who gets how many?
All right.
Potions with breakfast.
Okay, how many people are there in our party? Because I can never keep track of numbers.
7.
There are 7. So everyone's going to get 1 for the party. I want to give 1 to Vondra.
Okay.
I'll give another one to Nyx because she tends to be kind of squishy. I'll give another one to Marleman because he tends to be kind of squishy.
Okay.
So that's 9. No.
Nope.
7 plus Vondra.
That's 10.
All right, so then.
Give me a chocolate glazed one while you're at it.
I will have food coloring for everybody, so they can be different colors.
I got a purple donut today from Dunkin'.
Nice. All right, so each party, Bondra, 12 of them.
You have 2 more.
Nyx,
You're gonna give 2 to
Marleman. I did give 2 to Nyx, so let me give another to Trev, because you can bonus action using these, right?
I can use them more effectively. I was actually just waiting to ask for one myself, just because I'm always getting myself murdered.
Yeah, I was gonna say give one to the tank. Let's not forget that
aiming
because I'm squishy doesn't necessarily mean I need it the most.
Yeah, if we're doing our job right, he won't be getting hit much.
And then I'll give
our delightful barbarian is probably a decent call for the same reason.
Yeah,
and then Trunks. Okay, right. so
Trunks. So Trunks has 2.
Trunks
Nyx
has
2. Marleman has 2. Trev has 2. Everyone else has 1, and then 1 goes to Commander Vondra as well.
Yes.
Once Morgan's back, he will write that down.
Shit.
Nope, he's back. He's back.
I've written this all down.
It's like Chrome crashed and like froze my entire PC while it tried to figure out what was going on.
So my only question, DM, is it says for how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2d6. So is it at the time that they use it the 2d6?
Yes.
Okay.
It operates like a regular potion of healing from that point forward.
All right,
okay,
so it is 2d6 plus 4, because that is my wisdom modifier.
Yep. So those of you write down the amounts you've got. Morgan, you weren't here. These potions only last 24 hours, so if they're not used today, they're gone.
Okay. I'm not going to add them to my list then.
Yeah.
I'll put them in my notes for right now.
Okay, cool. Don't worry, this could possibly be a long 24 hours. You never know.
I'm going to ask Vondra if she has any extra of these, any extra bottles that I can get now that I've used these.
You don't need bottles, actually.
I don't?
The way your arcane infusion works is that they don't directly go into potion bottles. It's not like you spew a liquid forward. You infuse your energy into whatever objects you can and give them to people.
So
what is it? Could be a piece of paper. It could be a cloth.
Okay, it's 2d6 plus 4.
Arcane bandages.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be coins. It could be bandages. It could be anything you have on you.
Okay. I'd like to imagine they're just cute little colorful band-aids.
And you gave me 3. I'm sorry.
You have 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, everyone gets cute little color-coded band-aids. So Marleman, yours are blue.
Yay!
What color are mine? I'm curious.
Let's see. So Nyx's are black because she's a rogue.
Hidden.
Trev's are purple.
Can mine have Hello Kitty on them?
You can have purple.
Whatever this universe.
Whatever you want, really.
You have
Hello,
purple.
Saber-toothed cat.
Hello, Tabaxi.
Yeah,
see,
that's racist.
What? It's a cat.
No, I think she went there. That's perfect.
It sounded like it rhymed, so I was trying to stick with something similar. Anyway. Everyone gets color-coded ones. So Aramil's is green. Size, yours are red, because I normally take red, but I'll give red to you.
No, keep red. No? Fine. I don't want to upset
whatever color you want. They're magic. You can color code them yourself.
Keep red. You keep red. No, I'll keep
you
red.
You think are funnier than Gary leading this session off with, let's try and keep this brisk. And then what's happening?
What color do you want?
I said we're going to keep this short, not brisk.
Okay.
That sounds right. That's about the same. But okay.
All right.
I kind of expected this level of nonsense. Let's be real.
I mean,
while I'm going to Vondra, I want to talk to her real quick when I'm handing out the.
Yeah. I mean, you find her upstairs. She's on the deck. Doesn't look like she has left much. Roll a perception check on your way out.
14 plus 14 is plus 18.
Okay. As you exit the lower hold, kind of finding your way upstairs and through up one of the gangplanks and through the bottom of the ship, You notice that the other 4 ships that were in the dock are now gone.
Huh. Okay.
They seem to have
good.
left. They seem to have left in the evening. And standing with Vondra again is Councillor Archibald, sort of looking out over the deck, looking at the city.
Oh, great.
Vondra turns as you come up the stairs and just goes, "Ah, good morning. How was your rest?"
Fine.
I needed to have a talk with you about that, actually.
I think Phaedra is the only one who.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
specifically
I
said
haven't
by
gone there yet.
myself because I wanted to ask her something real quick.
Sorry.
How's it going, man?
If you don't mind, Counselor, may I speak with her alone for a minute?
This is my ship. Whatever happens on it, I can listen as well. Vondra sort of rolls her eyes, looks at him, and then looks at you and goes, "As snooty and as jackassy as he is, he can be trusted."
My apologies. I only had enough to make a few of these, and I gave most of them out to my party, but I wanted to give one of these to you. I'm able to make these 24-hour potions in case of emergency. I wanted to give one to you just in case something happens.
She takes the bandage, kind of looks at it. What color is this one?
What color is her armor?
Silver.
Silver.
Okay. She looks at it, kind of looks at it over.
Kind of a
keep
last
this close.
emergency.
Yes, and she sort of ties it in one of the folds of her armor just to keep it around. So what did you have to ask?
Last night, before I went to bed, I could tell it seemed like someone was trying to scry on me again. Probably the same person as last time. But it felt odd. Like, it didn't, like, I've scryed on people before, so I can kind of get the sense of what it's like. This felt different. I'm not 100% sure on what it is. Do you know if there's anyone in the city who maybe who makes, like, items or something that can prevent that? Prevent the scrying or, like, preventing magic or something?
Well, the only arcane dealer I've seen around since the city fell is Balthazar.
Oh, great. Wow, wonderful.
Oh, you know him.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah, he taught me the value of money.
Oh, yes, he has a habit of doing that.
Oh, that fucking guy. Oh, you know.
Sorry. Okay. I'll see if I can find him again.
Now that we've retaken the docks, he should be around here somewhere. I haven't seen him since yesterday evening, but should be able to find him.
All right.
As it turns out, he was hiding a good number of the refugees away in his portable shop, so...
Okay.
Oh, he had some use.
My only concern is that if they keep trying to scry, they might eventually succeed.
I mean...
So... I will try to stick to more public locations for a while, if that's okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me in the loop. Let's see what we can do about any scry. At which point, Counselor Archibald kind of breaks in and goes, "Ahem!
Yes, Counselor?
What a guy.
You say you're being scryed upon."
I think it's like scrying, but there's something slightly off about it.
Wonderful. I don't give a shit about the specifics. Whatever whatever you need to spend to make the problem end, the city will reimburse you upon the end.
Did you mean to make that rhyme?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Very poetic.
Yeah. Are you a bit of a poet, sir?
I do my best.
Didn't even
Wonderful.
know it.
Could have told me.
I wish Parliament was here for that.
Yeah,
I
you
wish
do.
I could have said
Uh-huh.
that.
Regardless, if you will keep the secrets of our resistance in tow, and it seems that you and your friends will be unfortunately a part of it for a while, whatever you need to spend, the city will pay back upon you helping us reclaim our city.
Thank you. That's much appreciated.
Yes.
I just keep a smile. I am pleasant. I am killing him with kindness. I'm trying not to be bitchy to him at all.
Roll
Like,
a
I'm just-
persuasion check.
Yes. I am talking on the phone, smiling.
Let's see if you can undo some of the damage you did last night.
I didn't do that much. What was it, persuasion?
From downstairs, Trev, you suddenly get a bloody nose and you have no idea why.
What was it? It was a persuasion roll?
Persuasion roll.
Okay. Charisma. Oh, my charisma's not the best. Plus 2. 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
He sort of looks at you and goes, well, make sure to give me your receipts.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go
Wonderful.
meet up with the others. Just, you know where to find me.
Yes, and he turns and heads back to the front of the ship, at which point Blunderers goes, fucking diplomats, god damn it. Regardless, good luck.
I
Let me
think that
know.
went well.
You know, I do my best to not try and read him. Let me know how it goes finding Balthazar. I also need to speak with him, so please send him to the ship when you can.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll make sure to tell him that.
Much appreciated. And as you go, you see coming up, or to head back down the ship, you see a couple of the Whispers start running up the gangplank, led by Tiandra, who's kind of bouncing up the ship. She has a new, very large gash going along the bottom of her chin. Looks like something happened to dig into the side of her face, but she looks in good spirits, little banged up and bruised otherwise, but not bad.
Hey, what happened to your face? Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, hey! I heard you guys took down the big thing. How'd it go?
Well, no one died, so that's good.
Well, that's
Are we having
benefit.
this conversation, by the way, or is this still just her?
Still just Phaedra, unless anybody else has come up to the deck in this time.
Do you want me to take care of that?
What, this?
Yeah.
Nah, it's adds character. At least that's what Commander Vondra said.
Because I could cure that with magic. If you no, okay.
That'll be okay.
All right. Well, if it starts getting not good again, just come find me. I'll take care of it.
Will do. And yeah, see ya. And she runs off.
Okay.
So,
Well, I tried. All right.
All right, heading below deck.
Mhm.
All right, what's everyone else been doing in this time?
Miller.
Resting.
I wanted to pull Marlon aside real quick.
Okay.
What's a nice collar?
So, I kind of want to learn a new spell that I don't know yet.
Oh, so
That's
you,
really good.
much like our friend here, Trev, you've come to Marleman for magic help. Okay.
Marleman School of Magic.
I'm going to teach you my favorite spell, and it's called Prestidigitation.
Oh, I got that.
Also, I'm going to teach you all about woo.
And I make a copy of these sunglasses with prestidigitation.
All right, so what do you need? What do you think?
I actually want to learn the spell Identify. I'm hoping you know it.
I don't know it now, but I have known it once.
Right, yeah.
I haven't gone by that name in many years.
Yeah, like I have used that spell in the past, but I don't currently know it it's not in my current spell book.
Really?
How does this work, Gary? Like,
Yeah, I was just gonna
he's
say.
a Sork, not a wizard, so he's like inherent rather than like learned spells. So
So,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
you can be taught spells from outside your spell book. You have to be taught them. It takes a while, much like learning a new language. And usually, if it's a cantrip, it costs a level 1 slot. If it's a level 1, it costs a level 2, so on and so forth. Because you're not proficient in using spells of that type, you just have to cast it at 1 spell slot higher.
unless it's useless and it's prestidigitation, and Marlon let me talk.
Yes, and your prestidigitation is still shitty. Like it's not.
It is.
It's not good prestidigitation.
it's not my
Bro.
prestidigitation. That's
Can-
right.
Is it only Marleman who can teach him how to do spells?
No,
I'm in fact like the wrong person to teach him how to do a spell too. Like
Okay.
Unless a
Because at
warlock
some point,
has-
like, I'm visiting everybody's rooms to drop off the band-aids of colors and stuff,
Right.
so...
So having
Yeah.
failed with Marleman,
I imagine, yeah. Okay, so
I'm just kind of going to everybody's rooms.
I
and
don't
dropping
know.
off
How,
Um,
can I like
Trunks-
aid
Trunks-
in his attempt to learn it or something? Like,
I mean, it's going to take months. It's going to take weeks and months of study.
okay. Well,
Like, it's not-
considering that it's a spell that I can do,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and like. I know it's your final rule, but I'm gonna go ahead and say like, yeah, I teach him. I want to teach him how to identify.
Yeah, you can start that
we
process.
begin the process. Yeah.
Um,
And I'm like, and it all starts with, and then when I do that, it's like sparks, and it's
Can I walk in on this as I'm, like, dropping
yeah.
stuff off?
I
Just
think
be like,
that the way this is gonna go
you-
is you're walking like door to door, and you are interrupting like, okay, this is my interaction with Sai here, and now you're gonna go next to the next room and have an interaction with the next person. Like,
yeah, Phaedra, you like knocked on Trunks' door, walked in. He was buck ass naked except for his big fur coat. It was like, oh, thanks, bandages, and like took them and kind of shut the door on you.
guys turning.
You walk down the hallway, find Nyx. She's feeding Pit.
More
Hand over
Ric
the
Flair every day.
hand over the bandages, which she accepts gratefully. Walk down the hall to Marleman's open door and see inside Marleman sitting on his bed, shooting sparks into the air. Sai looking very bored, but staring at him kind of intensely. It seems like a bit of an interesting scene you have walked in.
Oh, Marleman Senpai.
I kind of watch first before, like, making myself known, just because I'm so curious to know what they're doing.
Okay.
Okay, so
I am clanky, so it's not like I'm
was gonna
trying to
say,
hide. I'm just
roll
not
a
saying anything.
stealth
I'm
check.
not trying to be stealthy. I'm just
Meanwhile-
not saying anything.
meanwhile,
Roll a stealth
how
check
do
with
you
your
see
natural
this-
disadvantage.
How do you see this learning, Sai? Like, I want to see what things you have in your mind.
Tell me how you learn.
Okay, already.
Like, is it like me with like a
7.
whiteboard, like
Like,
drawing on
7.
it? Like,
As you like prestidigitation a whiteboard, Marleman, to
Yeah.
begin and write down like ID, you hear from outside the door. as two bits of plate mail kind of grind against each other.
Chink chink.
okay. Hey, what's going on? Are you here for the lesson too?
No. Good
You don't wanna learn
morning.
how to identify?
No, I have more presents for people.
Oh,
Yes.
excellent.
Now that I've had time to like concentrate and like look back on my studies, now that we've had like a prep or rest, I'm able to make these 24-hour potions that I wanted to give you guys in case of an emergency. Because especially in the last couple battles, really wish we'd had these.
Marleman like is hesitantly like, grabs the jug. Is
But I make
inspecting
them.
the
I
jug.
make them.
It's a
I made them
bandage.
look
It's
like.
it's a blue.
I made them look like little bandages.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
that
So
way
I'm,
you can wear them and
I'm
look.
examining these bandages.
Okay.
I'm like,
So to repeat, Phaedra does not vomit up a liquid into a jug and then
no,
hands
I
it to
understood
you.
that, but by it being a potion, I thought it would still be like her, like
It operates like a potion of healing.
Okay.
Yes.
Powerful potion.
So I
I'm
made these
expecting
like
the
the
big
same
difference.
like blue as like Marleman's blue magic stuff.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
the exact shade he turned when I punched him.
yeah. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, they don't stick on me, huh?
What?
Nice.
Sorry, that's a real
Right.
old Band-Aid brand. Band-Aid gets stuck on me.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
sorry.
right.
I appreciated it. That's
This guy's a real winner.
Yeah.
All right. You guys look like you're doing something.
Yeah. You sure you don't want to join us? Could be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've got more
Right, Si?
presents to
Isn't this
give.
fun,
Nope,
Si?
nope, I'm good. See, have fun, you two. I didn't see anything. Bye.
And the door's shutting. Like,
the time behind his head saying, "Help me."
Like Trev,
behind
what are
the
you
door.
doing right now?
Oh yeah, okay. all right,
If I'm being honest, like I know it's like boring or whatever, but this is probably the first night in a goddamn long time that he hasn't had to keep watch.
Yep.
So he's
So he's sleeping.
actually sleeping.
Okay.
And like, especially given the tack on the exhaustion as well,
Yes.
motherfucker is like beat. So
Elf actually.
So Phaedra, you kind of creak open Trev's door a bit. It's dim lit in there as he usually keeps it. Sunglasses off, asleep on the bed.
Hey, Trev. Good
oh
morning.
hey, oh hi, yeah hey.
I give the whole spiel. I'm not going to go through this with every single person because we got to.
Okay. That's
Oh
fine.
sick, thanks. That's a good deal.
Oh, sick. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm waking up. Whatever, man.
I don't want to have to keep doing this because we're
Yeah,
want to try and do other things besides me
Yeah.
handing out
Arno,
bandages.
what are you doing?
Can I be like on my way outside?
Sure.
I just want to like lay down on like a railing outside and like feel the breeze, man.
Sure. Phaedra, you go to look for Armel in the room you left. You left him in last night. He is not there. Upon a little bit of searching, you find upstairs him stretched along the back rail of the ship like a cat in the sun, just robes dangling to either side, hair kind of splayed out behind him, just...
That's a great visual. I love it.
Chillard.
All right.
I was
This
totally
is-
thinking it was more like Titanic, like...
See, I go and I give him the bandages, explain what they are.
Okay.
Thanks, Doug.
Hippie.
Okay.
You're the most chillest character I've ever met.
I love Armel so much. All right.
Trees, man.
All right. Once everyone's like kind of awake, I want to try and go. I forget who else bought stuff from Balthazar besides me.
Just about everybody, I think, brought something.
Okay.
Sai bought some crystals with some spells in it that he still hasn't used.
All right.
To be fair, as part of the lesson, can I have Marleman identify those for me?
Sure.
I don't know the spell.
Oh, that's
It's in your... Oh, right. No, the way Sorcerer's books work, you can't change out your spells every day. Forgot that.
I can only change it when I sleep.
Right. I mean, you did sleep if you want to bring Identify with you today.
Yeah, I gotta look and see if it's a cantrip. Hold on.
it's
It's a level one.
It's a level 1.
Level 1 spell?
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
level
I have it.
ones. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Yeah, I'm gonna swap it out for comprehend languages.
Okay.
Or swap it out with my comprehend languages.
Okay. So yeah, you identify. The spells are exactly what Balthazar said they were, except for one. Do I
have to cast identify more than once?
No, I'm saying you can use one identify spell for all 3 of these gems.
Okay.
The sapphire that Balthazar had said is a gust cantrip is actually a featherfall cantrip.
okay.
Oh.
It's like Gust, but the opposite direction.
Yes.
Fall rock.
It is backwards wind, not forward wind.
Actually,
but
I don't think I
besides that,
can
they're
learn
not.
identify.
Sorcerers definitely can learn identify.
I can't find it in this code book.
It is one of the few spells that I know are cross-class except for warlocks. But I will double check that right now.
I was pretty sure you could get it.
Stop.
Identify.
Nope, it's a wizard and a bard spell.
Yep, just wizard and bard. You are totally
So I
right.
can't do that, and you
No, because I have it too.
so then
You can learn.
Forest is fucking stupid.
Yes, that is
I
true.
guess.
And I'm gonna.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm gonna check
choose it up
something
and
real
I'll-
quick there, Heather.
Say again.
I'm gonna check something real quick right there.
Okay.
1 second.
Thanks. Because it showed up when I looked up the list of spells I could learn. So.
I'm checking the sorcerer guide that I was looking at a while ago.
No, you're totally right. You cannot learn identify there, Morning.
Yeah, so
Yes,
like that's
and,
weird.
and you can't learn identify either, Heather.
It was in the list of spells that I had.
It's only in the cleric spell list, which identify is not.
According to, well, this is one of those things where it depends on how broad you mean by cleric, because
This says cleric knowledge, first level.
knowledge domain clerics can absolutely learn it.
Okay.
It's dumb, but it is true.
I will say I can do Arcana checks to identify certain shit, but like
Yes, but that's more to identify like if something is magical, less like what
I
it
can do that as
knows.
well. I think anyone who has magic abilities can do that. Though.
No, it's anybody who's proficient in Arcana can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suck at that. So
I already.
don't worry.
Thank you.
Regardless, if it's in knowledge domain cleric, then yes, you can learn it. It's just D&D Beyond doesn't list it as a cleric spell.
Yeah, no, certain things aren't listed there, which is why, like, when I looked it up, I have it on my spells that it says it's a cleric level thingy here, so
Okay.
that's why I was pretty sure.
In that case,
Sandra. Audio pal.
You can find me, and I'll do that.
Yeah, and also, would you be willing to teach?
Yeah, just ignore that whole fun scene that we had.
Yeah.
No, I mean that scene still plays out.
Nope.
and then
That is
as-
funnier if it is like that.
As you go to do that, as you go to like begin to teach him, you just kind of realize, oh wait, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. I identified my own weakness, which is I don't know it.
This is wonderful, by the way.
You know it.
You cast Identify on yourself and realized I can't do that.
And I found a fool.
Oh boy.
Teacher of the year. Right here.
Teacher of the year.
All
Listen,
right,
I
so-
made it seem like I knew what I was doing, right?
That's what really counts.
Damn good game.
That's Marleman.
All right. So yeah, I'll do that, and then I
Hang on,
figure
give me 1 second, Heather.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it is. So, knowledge domain clerics can learn spells from other spell books. So, if you are not a knowledge domain cleric, you operate by your own spell book.
That makes sense.
So, it's much like lore bards. Lore bards can learn spells from outside their own class, but that doesn't mean that if you have a class that operates off the bard spellbook, you can learn those as well.
Okay.
So no, you can't learn knowledge domain cleric spells, which means that if you have, hang on, I will tell you right now.
Is my battle medic weird in that sense then? Because it said I had access to him. So.
I mean, oh dear, what the hell just happened here? Well, that's bad.
Because I've definitely had Identify, and
It's not that the battle mat class is weird. It's that it's not an actual cleric class.
Oh. Because when I did that thing that Craig found with the spells, it was one of the ones it listed. So.
Right, it listed it as a knowledge domain cleric spell.
I hope there's not other ones that I have then.
Well, that's why I'm going to list out what you know. So, if you have Command, Identify, Augury, Suggestion, Non-Detection, Speak with Dead, Arcane Eye, Confusion, Legend Lore, or Scrying, you can't use those.
Damn.
Fart noise.
That's gonna be a bit of a problem, Gary. I've
I know.
had a bunch of those for a while now.
I know.
Sorry to mess everything up, y'all.
So, Craig, I figured out what it is. It's that knowledge domain clerics get a class ability that allows them to learn spells from outside the cleric spellbook.
Pretty much, yeah. I looked it up as well.
Yeah, so it's not that they're in the cleric spellbook. It's that if you are a knowledge domain cleric, you can do it.
All right.
Which the battle medic is not.
All right.
So yeah, Heather, when you got the time, you're gonna have to retool your spellbook a little bit.
Not a ton,
okay.
but it was...
Well, the
It's
scrying.
Scrying, and Arcane
I'm
Eye, and Identify all need to go.
Okay.
Crying, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know that thing I've used.
Yeah.
Times.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, y'all.
So, anyway.
Anyway.
So, what are you guys doing next?
We should meet with Bondra.
Yeah.
See what the next.
I
Thing.
told them. I'm telling them that she wanted us to try and find Balthazar.
Okay. You let
Yeah.
them know that the Thunder requested Balthazar.
Marleman's eyes rise, and he's definitely like, yeah, let's go have some more fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so good the last time.
Nobody else knows what happened. Wait, right? Isn't that where I
I
pocketed
still don't
the money?
fucking know
where
what
your
happened.
that is where your first attack is.
All right, cool.
Most people in the party aren't aware or didn't even just think to notice that had happened.
I know. No way.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Phaedra definitely doesn't know. We've
Nope.
had dice rolls to realize that, and
I figured out what he was doing.
I don't know if I ever would have even thought about it.
Yeah, that's like a real hard evil Marleman.
I mean, you gave
No,
money to someone. That is
I
the
took money
opposite
away
of
from
evil.
the guy and then gave it back to her, right?
No, you didn't actually.
What did I do? I forget what.
You took money from yourself.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had
her.
like 1,000 gold and I dropped 300 in her pocket, and I'm like,
Yes,
clink.
that is exactly what happened. And you did in fact clink it but she just rolled a 1 on her.
She didn't hear it.
Perception, didn't
He was
notice.
such a nice dude.
Everybody else in the room was coughing at the same time during that
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, so Commander Vondra has requested you guys go find Balthazar. Is there anything else you want to do in the city while you're out?
How's the city look after the night of?
Roll a perception check.
I would like to do the same.
Yeah,
See
also,
how the efforts are going.
go ahead, roll a perception.
I can roll 2 just in case.
16.
All right, 16.
Slightly better than that. 19.
I got a 28, Gary.
Oh, well, there you go.
Jesus. Okay. So you guys kind of step out onto the ship, onto the deck of the ship, and begin to like get ready to head out into the city. And just from here, you can tell that things in the Docklands are very lively this morning. There are bands of troops still in the burgundy and yellows of the ships that Councilor Archibald brought in, kind of bouncing throughout the city, throwing bones into the ocean and kind of washing away the last remnants of the dead here in this part of the city. There are people walking the streets. You see not many. You get the sense that a lot of the refugees within the city as well, or within the city, got on the ships last night and departed the city, which is why there are now 4 extra boats missing from the dock.
Mhm.
But there are a few people out and about. There are some people pushing carts. There are people kind of cleaning up their homes. The people who have left seem to be people who have just kind of very stoically stick in the mud, sort of refusing to leave their homes, and are attempting to make do here in this new battle area.
Timely.
Ryan, you can also hear throughout the city from some of the larger streets that lead towards the center of the city itself, loud clanging and crashing and banging.
Fighting.
Ooh.
Not particularly the sounds of fighting, more the sounds of construction.
Okay.
But you can't see from here what's happening.
All right. Something going on towards the center, guys.
All right. Does it sound bad?
It sounds like activity. More activity than down here. Like
Go check it out.
construction or something, rebuilding maybe.
Since
Maybe,
I guess
we
we don't know where to find
Giant or-
Devilman, so maybe we can.
You can head out there.
Maybe he'll.
Do we know where his
They'll
shop
find.
is? Do we know where his shop is?
We can ask around, I suppose.
Was
Doesn't it move? It's a cart, right?
Yeah.
He actually-
did have a shop.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
let you
remember
guys
where he
know
said
that
it
his shop was in the upper district.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so that has not been retaken yet.
No, it has not.
Not up there, probably.
So is there an area where refugees are like gathering?
There are a few people still around the carts that were there the last time you guys were looking, around that kind of main thoroughfare on the side of the docks. With an 18, you don't see Balthazar among the crowd. But Aramil, you do spot the telltale curling horns and slight height over everybody else, as well as the golden bells hanging off the tips that Balthazar was wearing last time you saw him.
Can I just point in his direction?
Sure.
There!
Oh, sweet! Nice job.
Oh, hey, look, there he is.
Good job.
Very cool.
So we just
I got eyes. Of
Yeah, let's
go
go.
through the cur-
I've got
You could
eyes
literally
like
have
a
eyes
hawk.
like a hawk.
My favorite dude.
So you guys making your way over there?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Okay.
Fast.
You pass the few people who here and there. A few of the soldiers in the city kind of give you guys nods. Apparently, word has spread of what you did last night.
Last summer.
Dude.
Yeah, what you do. As you pass the main thoroughfare where you guys had fought the Minotaur skeletons, you can actually see a few giant leg bones getting dragged out of that alleyway, as well as a few other very large pieces of skeleton kind of getting tossed into the center of the street. It seems they're beginning to clean up your handiwork.
Yeah.
And also, just as you're passing and kind of taking a look up, you can see maybe 200 yards up the road, one, man in heavy plate armor, spear and shield, kind of tossed to the ground, yanking and pulling at this Minotaur skeleton that refuses to move, that is still standing.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's a rough scene to look at. It's just not moving, and he's not moving, and there's other skeletons and bodies kind of standing around, also saluting, and not seem to be moving.
Huh.
Whatever.
Am I close enough to be like, oh shit, right, I did that? Like,
You're about 200 yards away. You can see what's happening, but
far enough for me to not take credit for it.
yeah. No one seems to be giving you a look about it, at least.
That's good.
You guys pass the main street, and also looking even further down the main street, maybe half a mile down towards the center of the city, you can see what looks like the beginnings of some sort of wooden wall.
Like a palisade.
Yeah, just at the moment, it's mostly just commandeered carts and supplies, barrels, wagons, things like that, sort of stacked in there. But you can also see some people who look more buildery than soldiery beginning to work on actually putting some of the materials from the surrounding warehouses into a wall sort of shape at the end of the street. So you guys pass that. You head to the other side. You keep walking down the road a bit and get to where those carts were, and see a few people here and there, maybe 20 total on the street, maybe 3 other vendors besides the 7-foot-tall, purple-scaled tiefling with long black horns kind of curled up like a ram's with golden bells in the ends, large flamboyant robes. This time, rather than wearing the golds and reds you saw him in before, in this deep black with this blue trim, a large scarf kind of decked around his neck and down his front.
He's a fancy boy.
Oh yes, Balthazar's very fancy linen. And as you begin to approach him, he turns around, looks at you, and goes, "Ah, friends, defender of the city, welcome back."
Hi.
I'm gonna keep back a little bit. I'm gonna keep back a little bit and kind of push Marlon forward and tell him Vandra wants him to come to the ship.
Okay.
Oh, you need me to do that? Oh.
Come, friends, what can I help you with today? Such wonderful customers.
Let's hold on. Give me one quick sec here. I gotta think about this for 1 second here.
By the way, who was it who gave over the sack of gold as collateral?
That was totally Phaedra. Phaedra is the whole thing.
It was Phaedra?
When she gave the money over, I gave her the money that I had in my pocket.
Right,
Yeah.
because you handed over a sack of 96 gold, and you were returned later on with what looked like gold, but upon closer inspection, about a couple hours later, was revealed to be copper.
Yeah.
He did a quick shell game with you that you didn't really notice.
Jeez. Can I? Oh, I want to try it. I want to try a play here, but I don't.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm gonna straight up be like, I'm gonna actually say what I want to say, which is
Remember, you have the message spell if you want to tell us something before you do it.
the message spell.
Yeah,
Right?
message.
All right, I message Phaedra
If you want to
after
prep
she
us,
gives me
or
the
you
after
can
she
just
gives me
do
the
this,
nudge.
and we gotta do this.
After she gives me the nudge, I give her a finger gun, which is the signal for me to cast messages. I literally point at a creature and whisper a message. I give her the finger gun and a wink, and when I do that, she gets a message that says, "Trust me, if he doesn't go through with it, if he doesn't want to come, I think I can convince him to come with us, whether he wants to or not.
Oh boy.
Is that?
I think I can convince him."
I just kind of like, I don't even reply. I just give him like a stern, disapproving
when
look.
when things turn, I need everybody here to act really, really tough.
No problem.
Okay.
I mean, you realize that message only got sent to me, right?
All right. Sure.
creature.
Okay, I sent it to Phaedra because she is also a very big person.
Okay, I'll look stern and disapproving.
Right.
By the way, Morgan,
Yes.
I need you to roll a d20.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
no!
Because I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
All right, give me a minute here.
Oh no.
Believe it or not, my dice wasn't 100% prepared. Okay.
You just got to roll above a 5.
1d20.
5 below, you're...
You get this.
I rolled a 9.
Oh,
All
thank
right, so
God.
you're good. No wild magic today.
Okay. Not yet, you mean? Because
Yes.
I'm going to cast message twice and also tell Trev to do the same thing.
Son of a
All right.
bitch.
Well, that's the opposite of a 1. That's a 20. I need you to roll a d20 again.
Fuck me sideways.
I don't know how that just happened.
Magic.
Because it's awesome.
Statistics.
All
17.
those sound good.
Okay, so still no wild magic.
Okay.
Whew.
Balthazar, my favorite person.
Yes! The
I
human.
I have a huge favor to ask of you.
Uh-huh.
I need you to come with us onto this ship.
Okay.
Just like that?
Yes.
No tricks?
I assume Commander Vandra would like to speak.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I spoke to her briefly last night when I was passing over the refugees that were here in my shop. She mentioned she might be sending someone to me today. Did not expect you lot, but...
Okay, see, you gotta understand, I thought you wouldn't want to come with us.
Why would I not want to come with you?
Marlevin.
I give the knowing look over to Phaedra, and this isn't me casting message or nothing. I just do one of these like, and I like
Roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Yes.
Can I just say?
like
Can Trev just say out loud? Is this where I act tough?
Just like everything we do, this has gone wrong from the start.
what am I? A what plus
A
what?
sleight of hand check with disadvantage. I'd give you super disadvantage for what Trev just said, but I can't.
Well, I just rolled a 3 plus my sleight.
Okay, cool. Let me roll perception for Balthazar.
Nah, dog. I think he saw it.
He rolled a natural 18, so he saw and heard everything.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
Doesn't go either way.
As he looks over at all of you, and looks at you, Trev, and go, "You have to act tough. You just are tough."
Yeah, you know, there was a whole thing. He had like.
I
a
just
great
have my
plan. It was cool.
like arms crossed, just kind of
know
looking
me.
at him like.
I'm a trickster, and I like to have other options ready, and you know.
Yeah. Party hard, party hard. Who wants to keep playing? Anyway.
I don't think this is Balthazar.
What?
I was joking. I was like, he sounds an awful lot like Wayne.
Oh.
All right.
Game
I thought that we were gonna need more time to convince him. So
Same. All right.
before we go,
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Go ahead.
before we go, do you have anything that can prevent scrying?
Prevent scrying, you say?
Yes, I'm pretty sure someone's been trying to scry on me, and I don't want to take any chances.
You know, because you're all such wonderful customers, and I hope you'll come back soon. Let's step away for a bit, shall we?
Like, you know, I just have sing.
And he
Okay.
reaches inside his robes and pulls out another playing card, like he had before. The last time you saw him, that caused him to pack up his little table and vanish.
Oh.
He takes it out and throws it against the wall behind him.
Oh,
And as it hits, it opens up into a doorway.
He's like Gambit meets Gilmore.
And he kind of points at the wall and goes, Come, welcome to the bazaar. And then walks inside.
I'll say.
Okay.
All right.
I just kind of give Marlon a look, like, don't, like, keep an eye on him.
I'm just looking back at you, and I blatantly say aloud to you, listen, next screw up's on you.
Who's going inside?
I am going inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
just gonna look at Marlon for a minute, and then I'll go inside. Like, why?
Okay. As you guys
screwing up
enter,
now.
the first thing you notice is the overwhelming heat. It is almost tropical inside wherever you are now. And as you look around, you realize that, oh no, this is tropical. Everything is covered with bright green foliage and beautiful flowers. The ground beneath you is soft and kind of damp.
Oh, Arnold must be happy.
Oh, Armil, this is throwing you for a loop, and you couldn't be happier.
I'm enjoying the warmth.
Marl's
And-
enjoying it.
Can I?
As you sort of look more and more around, you begin to see in the leaves the shape of cabinets and counters and cages and other shop-like things. Overhead is this bright green canopy lit by some sort of sun from above. It looks like you guys are somewhere completely not where you were before.
Can I quickly ask Balthazar if all the plants are okay for me to touch?
He turns
I'm
around.
glad you've learned.
He turns around and goes, "Yes, yes, yes, friend. Go right ahead. They're just here for decoration and for atmosphere, as well as to keep some of my more grumpy patrons."
Decoration
down.
and atmosphere? Do you mean also for the atmosphere?
Oh my god.
You know, I suppose you're right.
Like, I'm just trying to clear things up here.
So you keep a rainforest?
So wait, I'm assuming
In your
they're kind of like mall trees, you know?
No, these are living plants.
But they're just like around.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Could
I'm just gonna
we
go, like, find a
tell?
Nope.
Could we tell if we went through a gate of some kind?
Roll an Arcana check.
Am I proficient in Arcana?
I mean, this is less looking at something and trying to figure out if it's magical, and more, did you sense magic?
That's true. 16.
16. As you stepped through the doorway, you definitely felt like a weird tug around your navel that says that you have stepped into something to the left. You have left your plane of existence.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is like a pocket spa type of deal, I say
Okay.
aloud.
Interesting. I was wondering how you kept plants like this in this kind of environment.
Welcome to Balthazar's Bizarre Bazaar.
That's the best name I've
That's a
ever
tongue
heard.
twister.
Regardless, here, come, take a look at what I have. Right, anti-scrying. Let me take a look. He heads behind what originally just kind of looked like a large fallen tree, but as you get closer and look at it, it is carved into a cabinet and counter.
Mm-hmm.
And he begins to rummage around down below. You guys are free to wander around a bit while he looks for what he's looking for.
Yeah, sure.
As you sort of wander through and your eyes begin to adjust to the change in light and your body begins to adjust to the change in temperature, Trev, you're not having fun. Your body is built for cold and for dark and dim. This is bright and warm and tropical, so you're really not having a great
super
time.
comfortable for me.
But
I'll live.
as you look through, you see long tapestries kind of draped across some of the trees. You see cabinets full of goods. You see counters covered in different items. Things don't seem to be very well organized or maintained or monitored.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's magic.
But, things are just everywhere. You also, as you look up through the trees and through some of the foliage, move some of the bushes across, you begin to see cages with different creatures in them. Some are just your regular birds. A few are also loose, kind of flying around the inside of this pocket dimension. You see up in some of the trees these glowing
Animals.
a pair. It's weird. It's 4 yellow eyes, 2 where 1 eye should be, staring at you from the tops of trees, from some sort of creature sitting up top, kind of keeping an eye on things. Aramil, you're the only one who notices that. You see armor set up on stands. You see all sorts of things all over the place. This seems like some kind of shopper's paradise that you've truly found your way into.
Good place for hiding refugees, also.
Yeah.
And looking around, you do see marks that people have been here very recently. You see impressions in the dirt from where people have been lying and sleeping. You see small clearings that have been cleared across where families could huddle together and stay hidden. There are definite signs that there was a large group in here before that have been, moved out.
My opinion of him has improved by a point.
As you come to that realization, like, all right, maybe this dude's not as shady and weird as I gave him credit for. You hear from over where he's looking, here we go. Miss Fellow Tiefling, I have a couple of options for you if you'd like to take a look.
Okay, sure.
So I have here the first thing he puts out on the counter is a long leather glove.
Okay.
He goes, this is a glove of magic dispellation. Exactly as it says. You wear it, and it blocks all magic from being used on you, both friendly and non-friendly.
But can I still use magic?
No. The sphere it creates blocks all magic whatsoever from entering or leaving.
Ooh.
It's great for passing through things if you're trying to be stealthy and not magical, but bad for everyday life. I'm offering it. You don't have to take it. Don't worry.
Okay, yep.
Even makes Julian.
I like this guy.
These
I'm back around on it.
the next thing he pulls forward is a small compact mirror. He says, this is the
Is
mirror
this the same mirror that we saw before?
Yes, it is. This is the Mirror of Banchen Ban. This will allow you to view all coming spell effects from a distance. So, if something is attempting to come at you, so say you're standing somewhere and someone shoots a magic missile at you and you don't see it coming, the mirror will alert you and show you what that spell is before it hits you.
Oh. Okay.
The third thing he pulls out is a small brass, it almost looks like ring.
Uh-huh.
And he says, this is a ring of shrouds. No one can look upon you or anyone in your vicinity for 30 feet.
Oh boy, you take that thing. If you
Hold
don't take
on.
that thing, I'm going to take that thing.
Hold on, Marleman. Let him finish.
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it? There's no
I don't have to
drawbacks
give
to
up my
it?
firstborn.
No, it's expensive. It's expensive. I'm not going to give it to you for free, but that's what it does. You wear it, and everybody standing around you for 30 feet cannot be viewed upon by magical means.
By magical means.
Okay.
It sounds like what we're after.
So, for instance, no one can scry upon you from a distance. Nobody can use true sight on you from a distance. If anybody
cool.
with true sight comes through and you're all invisible, let's say, it cannot punch through your invisibility.
Oh, that's useful. All right. How much for it?
For this, 8,000 gold.
8,000, you said?
8,000 gold.
Uh,
Eight.
8. Ooh, boy. I only have...
Wait, hang on. I'll cut you a deal. 7,904 gold for the 96 gold I stole from you before.
You're gonna want to
you know,
charge.
I was just gonna let it slide.
Red hot deals.
We'll call it the down
I
payment
have-
on this.
I have to. I forgot to pull up my thing to see how much gold I have. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
I have
sorry.
3,600, so I don't have...
Well,
I'm gonna
'cause-
spoil this for you. You don't have enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's his name said he would reimburse me. I don't know if I told you guys that, but
didn't.
the
You did
guy.
not.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Archibald said he'd reimburse me because I
Tell
was
him
nice
that.
to him.
I mean, yeah.
Tell him that.
Would I be able to charge this to the counselor? Because he said he would pay for this since we helped to, save the city.
Who are you talking to when you're saying
Balthazar.
that? Roll a persuasion check.
I don't know who that man is.
I said Counselor Archibald.
No, I know. I'm saying he's gonna say that. Like,
Oh.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Persuasion. Charisma. 17.
Balthazar goes, the Minister of Finance.
He's kind of
He's got some money.
high maintenance.
Ah, yes, the Minister of Finance. I know who now. Yes.
Dude's got a bank though.
Yeah.
Well, how about this?
I mean, I can like.
Is he here? Is he in the city?
He was at Vondra's ship, which we were going to anyway. So if you want to bring it with you and then confirm with him.
Sure. If I get a written permission from the leader of the city that the money will be brought forward, then yes, we can make a deal of that sort.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's fine. You can take it with you, and then I won't take it until you talk to him about it.
He slides the ring onto his own finger and goes, "Do not let me forget."
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess you can let me forget, and then I don't get paid, and you don't get your ring, and I keep my ring. Who cares?
I don't even think I have modify memory, so.
That's great to know.
That's not letting somebody forget. That's making them.
Anything else?
That was Phaedra's attempt at humor. It didn't go well.
No, it did not. Anything else?
Pardon me. I am getting over a sinus infection. My apologies.
It's fine. Keep the green shit in your nose. Anything else from anybody?
How much was the shroud?
How much is the what?
The shroud?
The Ring of Shrouds? That's what she just tried to buy. 8,000 gold.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I must have misunderstood.
I have a question.
Yes.
It looked like you had some animals.
Yes, I do.
Around here.
Yes, here in the bazaar, I keep all sorts of items for people to be purchased.
Oh, Marleman, you may want to check out this mirror. It's also pretty cool.
What did the mirror do again?
It lets you know what spell is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I don't have much money. I'm about
How much was that thing?
to, like, steal one of these creatures.
How much is what there, Marlon?
Mirror.
So are you walking up and asking? Because he hasn't actually said the price.
Yeah, he didn't offer price.
Yeah. Balthazar goes, the mirror of Batakbat? It's 3,000 gold.
Can you bump that down, huh?
I mean, if you want to cut the deal, we can cut the deal.
I'm interested in cutting a deal.
All right. What do you bring to the table then?
Oh boy, I
A wild magic surge.
I don't really have much.
His winning personality.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I will owe you one.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Balthazar actually stops and
And
thinks.
I am a
seems-
very resourceful person.
I'm like collar pulling at this idea.
Oh dear.
Are you making
suppose
it
we
known
can-
to Marlon? Because at this point, he's gonna do it.
I mean,
suppose-
whatever, dude. Like, I'm never gonna expect you to make your
Is there a
decision.
membership? Do we get like 10% off?
Perhaps. How about this? You seem to be of the arcane sort.
That's me.
Occasionally, I receive orders from customers, specific items that they're looking for throughout the world. It's
Okay.
usually a beast of some kind that they want shipped to me and then I can ship to them. What they do with it, I don't know. You never
I'm
know.
not one for animal transporting.
That's not an issue. I can provide you with the skills and materials you would need for that. What I would ask
I got all the skills you
is
need.
1,800 gold for the mirror, as well as your signature on this piece of paper. And he snaps his fingers, and a piece of paper appears on the counter.
Yo, dog, I don't need King of Dice man over here snapping his
Read
fingers
the
at a.
fine print.
Yeah. I looked at that piece of paper up and down.
All right, roll an investigation check.
For the record, he is still skeptical. So
Yeah, I figured as much.
if I fail this thing, I'd probably say nay. But
That's fine.
investigation, I rolled a 14 plus my +2.
Okay. Reading over the contract and looking through it, it sounds exactly as Balthazar was saying. It would require you to allow, or it would give Balthazar one request. He would contact you with whatever that request is, and you would need to fulfill it within 20 days.
Oh shit!
If you're unable to fulfill it, then your contract will be void and forfeit, and the item would be magically returned to Balthazar, but your payment would not.
Can we make an addendum to this?
Sure. What sort of addendum would you like to add?
Don't take the item from me.
Nope.
But I will have more gold for you by then.
So what you're saying is, you sign here.
I want to lease it for now.
You sign here and give me 1,800 gold.
Yes, sir.
I take out this clause in the contract that says, if you cannot fulfill my contract
Yes, sir.
within 20 days of me asking, not from this point forward, you would not void the item. You would instead void the remainder of the gold that I see fit.
Void the remainder of the. Oh, so you keep the gold. You keep the 1,800.
I would keep the 1,800, but I would do that no matter what. And instead of the item being magically returned to me, the amount of gold I deem as the necessary worth of the item from that point forward would be returned to me.
No, I can't take that deal.
Okay. He snaps his fingers again, and the piece of paper vanishes.
See, like I don't want to get rid of all of my monies. I have a ton of stuff that I barely use, so I'm not gonna take a item.
All right. What sort of items do you have? Perhaps we can barter some off the top.
Well, I've got my old arcane focus.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some black and silver robes that I found in the mines way earlier in our series.
Mm-hmm.
I have a dagger.
A dagger?
I've got it's a plain old dagger. Two daggers.
Okay.
Red hot deals.
I also have I have two of these magical band-aids.
But wait.
Magical band-aids, you say?
Fuck,
Yeah.
this is the best.
I have two. Count them, two. And I show him these two blue bandages, but not really close to his face. Like, I hold them kind of close to my chest like this.
Uh-huh.
These are just as good as the best healing potions you can find.
Really?
Well,
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hey there.
I am going to. Can I wait? I can't like use any of my fucking points to get myself an advantage on this. Can I?
I would say you can burn, because you're you can burn 2 sorcerer points to give you advantage on a check.
Oh yeah. I am down to 6 sorcery points at this moment because we slept, right? So
Yes,
I was
you
up
did.
to. I think I have 8 or 9 total. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna do it.
The cops
All
agree.
Whoop whoop.
So this is
there's juggalos.
persuasion check. Huh?
Yes, persuasion check.
All right. Well, the first one's a 1 plus 8, so 9.
Okay.
The second one is a 17 plus 8, so it's a big number.
All right. He sort of puts a hand out at the bandage and goes, hand it over.
I hand him 1.
He looks at it, kind of looks at it in the light a bit, kind of twists it a little bit. So you're telling me that this tiny piece of blue cloth is the same as a superior healing potion?
Why would I lie to you?
That's fair.
Listen,
All
I
right.
got you going where I need you to go.
All right. The 2 bandages plus your old arcane focus and 2,200 gold.
2,200?
Wait, that's more than what he said before.
What?
No.
What he
He
said
asked
before
for
was all-
3,000.
What
Make
he
it
said
two.
before was
Make
that
it 2,000.
2,000 even?
2,000 even.
Throw in the pretty robes and you have a deal.
You got a deal.
All right. He reaches out to shake.
I shake his hand.
All right. Then he hands over the mirror.
Sweet. I didn't sign nothing. Suck it. All right. So let me remove my. Because I have the starfish glove is a focus. So.
Yep. Yes, your starfish glove is a +1 focus.
So he took the old arcane focus.
Yep.
The robes.
I'm just gonna say I didn't know this happened.
and
I'm gonna
2,000 gold.
Anywhere near there.
And 2,000 gold. Yep.
Okay, we are good to go, my friend.
And he kind of puts the bandages underneath the counter, kind of puts the focus aside, hangs up the robes, kind of looks at him a bit. They're a little short for him since they came from fuck knows where at this point. Black and silver, I believe these are. Oh, these are probably from Jerselheim. These might be operator robes.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Sounds about right.
I don't know what those are.
So they're yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah.
So they're a little short for him, and he goes, "Dwarfen robes, well made." Kind of puts him to the side. All right. Anybody else interested in anything? I have plenty of products. Just tell me what you're looking for, and I can see if I have it.
Yeah, actually, I got something I want to ask.
Sure.
I need an item that will let me identify what things are, such as
A Mongol's Mongol?
a.
Also, what is the name of the mirror again? What's the mirror of what?
The Mirror of Batabad. Batabad.
Cool.
Interesting.
What?
No, sorry. Go on.
It's similar to a city, but it is not a city.
And that allows me to identify any spell cast on me.
Approaching you. So it has to be used before the spell completes or actually reaches you. So say you were being scryed upon, you can use that at that moment to identify what the spell is, as well as if you see someone going to cast a spell at you, the mirror will both notify you and tell you what the spell is. So if you keep it in your pocket and someone casts a spell at you and you don't see them, it will basically vibrate like a phone and then alert you to what the spell is if you pull it out of your pocket.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
So like a Mongol's monocle?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yes, I have plenty. And he reaches below his little counter and pulls out a box and opens it up. And you see just row upon row of these silver monocles with a silver chain running up across the end that would loop around the back of your ear. And he goes, yes, Mongol's monocle. They allow you to identify up to 3 items per use, and it recharges over a week.
Yep. How much is it over a week?
300 gold.
300?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can work with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have 300 gold to give him?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Heather, you would have to ask the shopkeeper.
I know. I just
It's
wanted
like, you are literally standing in a shop where you could ask this question.
Okay, I wanted it. Well, because this has to do with stuff that I have to retool stuff, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, we're operating right now on the idea that you never had scrying, and whatever has happened in the past is just whatever. We're pretending it happened, but we're not worried about it.
All right. Would I know to ask
hang
for
on,
this?
Let me tell Jason what he's got.
Okay.
So, the Mongol's monocle. It is a wondrous item. It allows you to identify 3 items per use. The use recharge is after 7 days. And once activated, the item allows you to use the charges within a half-hour period. So you can identify one item and then wait like 15 minutes and identify the next. And you don't have to do it all in one sitting.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Would I know what a scrying eye is, or should I be like,
Roll an intelligence, just a regular intelligence check.
Probably not. Like,
I mean,
a 10.
Yeah, you know that scrying focuses exist. You know that they allow people who can't cast the scry spell to scry on other people.
Okay.
You know they exist.
Do you have something of that thing that you just said?
Yeah, I have scrying focuses of all types and strengths. I have focuses that allow you to be completely undetected. I have focuses that are a little bit, more difficult or a little bit easier to notice. It's up to you.
What are the price ranges on these?
For a DC 8 scrying focus, I could probably give you that for 100 gold. For a DC, 35, I could give you that for 10,000 gold. It's really up to you.
Okay, not that high.
And this one has a very good Nike swoosh on it.
This one has a racing stripes.
This is the split edition.
How much would it be for one that's around like a DC 16, like around my current spells?
DC 16? I could give you DC 16 for 1,800 gold, and I could give you DC 18 for 2,000 gold. It's up to you.
Shit. I don't have that much on me. Fuck buckets.
That's a word.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. Keep that on the back burner. I am going to have a discussion with the counselor again.
Sure, they'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
How much for a cool pet?
So he Balthazar kind of gives you a look, RML, and goes, "What kind of pet are we talking here?"
One that could travel with me, that I could carry if it needed to or something, but it's still.
Again, that is a large range of creature. Do you want big teeth? Do you want tiny teeth? Do you want claws? Do you want wings? Like, what are you looking for?
Ooh, I'm thinking like...
Do you want a toad? Do you want a cat? I can find most things.
Ooh, a cat might be cool. I might want like a little rat, though. That might be cool, too. You got any of those?
Rats? You could probably just go out into the city and make a rat friend.
Well, what about a cat, then?
A cat? Let me check. Jerry! He sort of calls out over his shoulder, and those of you with passive perception above 16 can hear a low growl as well as some rustling in the leaves above you. He continues, Jerry, see if we have a cat in stock at the moment. Light footsteps sort of pouncing away up in the treetops, and he goes, allow my associate to return, and then I'll let you know. I'm not sure if offhand we have a, and then from above you hear a thump, 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 boom, as a small black cat is dropped from the ceiling and lands on its feet on the counter in front of you and kind of gives you all a bit of an odd look.
It's good, boss. I found cat. I found a black cat. Very good, very good. Make good pet.
Hang on. Doesn't Nix have a pet?
Yeah, Nix has a squirrel.
He has a squirrel.
Oh, this will go well.
The cat sort of...
Dude, I couldn't
looks at all of
probably
you.
make that be chill. Let's be real. I can talk with this cat.
Just kind of goes...
Are we gonna have a Crookshanks Scabbers situation on us?
Nah, you know what? I don't buy from pet stores, dude.
Not shop.
Kitty mill.
It's totally understandable and reasonable. And he sort of taps the counter a bit, and the cat suddenly goes meow, and gets flung into the air back into whatever is above you guys.
I feel slightly bad for the cat.
I don't.
Can we assume that it landed on its feet up there?
Roll a perception check, Trev. With advantage, because you have bad vision.
I'm gonna find the cat outside.
20.
Yeah.
You see the cat vanish up into the canopy and hear a very light and as you look up and sort of try and see where the cat is, you see those same double pair of yellow eyes staring down at you all and then slowly retreat back across the treetops.
You know what? I'll be honest with you, too. Like, Aramil was probably so pumped about this because these are the first animals he's seen in, like, a long time.
Yes, it is. With the exception of Pip. Yep.
Oh, I'm so sad about the forest right now.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
All right.
All right. Well, then, shall we return to Commander Vandra?
Sure. Can you...
Wonderful. Anything for you, tall, dark, and scary? And he points at you, Trev.
Thank you.
Which,
Very
granted,
nice.
he is calling you tall, dark, and scary while being like 1.5 feet taller than you.
I will say
I
that I
know.
did a quick double take because that is not always necessarily just Trev, but okay.
Yeah, true.
It's just kind of like, what? Oh, he needs you. Okay.
You're not scary to him. Anyway, well, neither am I probably, but even less so.
Please cover you.
So, I don't know. Do you have anything like I mean, I guess it's actually pretty basic. Anything just generally protective. Like I don't have room for more armor here, and shields are for suckers. So I'm just looking for something to kind of keep myself a little bit safer, but without like I don't know, like any sort of magic ring or gem or something.
What kind of
Also,
magic?
I can accessorize. That'd be pretty sweet.
What kind of armor do you wear, Greg?
I don't remember.
It's medium
Winter
armor.
scale.
Scale?
Okay. Whatever the fuck that is.
That's medium.
Yeah, it is a medium type of armor. Hang on,
I believe that's a medium.
give me 1 second to consult the book?
I'd rather not get too clanky, but I also would like to die
Beefcake up.
a small percentage less.
And also those shields.
You know what? Shields are for suckers. I believe I've made this point abundantly clear.
That will cut his chopping you in half power in half.
It would
Yeah,
actually,
like-
because you'd have to use the sword.
I
with
would
one hand.
not. Yeah, I would not be able to use that fucking murder sword with one hand.
I mean, you'd be able to use it. It's just
It would suck.
whether you
Maybe
want to
you
or
should
not
just
is a
get
very
good.
different
When
thing.
you do that.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Ain't doing that.
Gotta find the right page. My apologies.
Sorry, I shouldn't have gone last.
Here we go. This is more of what I'm looking for. So, scale mail. Go 14. Wait, are you sure you wear scale?
That's what my sheet says, but maybe I mistyped it.
Yeah, because I don't think you have scale, or else you'd have disadvantage on all stealth.
Probably
I think you have. What is your AC?
16.
16. What's your dex modifier?
+2.
Just 2. So you have a breastplate. You don't have skin.
All right.
Which hilariously is, not with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. He sort of looks over you and goes, I may have something to help you out here. Hang on.
Just
Cool,
comes
thanks.
your size.
I'm gonna edit my.
And he steps out from
I would like
around
to-
the counter. Yeah.
Technically, Trev is currently wearing nothing because I just deleted the scale mail entry
Okay.
to fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
He steps out from around the counter and walks down a couple rows of bushes. Sort of pushes one aside, and you see hanging up on this mannequin, essentially, no arms or head, but and legs.
Armor thing.
It's this absolutely beautiful black breastplate with a symbol of the snake in the middle of it.
Ooh,
Matching boots and leggings as well.
sharp.
And he goes, "This, the plate of the serpent. It's, I assume, a little bit better than your just standard as sin breastplate, as well as would actually give you a little bit of power when it comes to things that involve you being stealthy."
Interesting.
That's all he says. If someone wants to use their new fancy identify thing, they can take a look at it. But
Sure. I will use
I'm sorry, what thing? Apparently I never knew it.
Neither did I.
We learned so much today.
Yep.
so you're gonna use the Mongol's monocle.
Why not?
It is
Like,
a
identify the whole set together as one charge.
yeah. It's a set.
Okay, then I'll use the other.
The breastplate is the fancy part. The legs and the boots just kind of come with the package. It is a plate of the serpent. It is a +2 to your AC while wearing it. And it actually gives you advantage on stealth checks, as well as allowing you to use hide as a bonus action.
Neat.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that's looking pretty cool. Well, of course. How much do you want for it?
1,000 gold pieces.
All right. Let me see. I have jack shit that he actually wants.
I mean, if you'd like to make a deal, I quite like your eyewear.
I'm sorry. These are one of a kind. Hey, Marlon, any chance you can spare me some out of that shit you won betting on our friend here?
How much do you need?
700.
Yeah, I can do that.
Dude, you know how broke I am.
How much is it? The item.
I've got 300. I have 328, but I would like to be able to afford a sandwich once in a while. So
you know, due to the fact that you and your friends have bought plenty from me, as well as I hope to continue this as a further business deal, I'll give it to you for 700.
All right, so can I have 400, Morgan? Or Marlon, I'll pay you that, I'm sure, or save your life.
At this point, Balthazar puts his head in his hands and go, "Oh my lord!"
I lean forward over to Trev, and I pull his sunglasses just ever so slowly down his nose, and I say, "You'll owe me." And then,
all right.
and then
it's getting hot.
I take his hand and I.
You take 4 points of radiant damage, Trev.
God, ow! Fuck.
What?
Yeah, we're good.
From the sunlight.
Oh, right.
You can't be in sunlight.
I forgot that we are okay.
Actually, I can. It doesn't hurt me. It just blinds me.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, abrupt explosion
right.
of bright light blind draw for 1 round.
Okay, so for 6 seconds.
Oh.
I like to think of that as no. Like, can I like retcon that scene? Then it's me just like taking the glasses and saying, "Sure, you can have it," and then I like slide the glasses down just enough for him to be like, "Ah!" But at that moment, I grab his hands and I grab one of his hands and I put the bag with the money in his hand.
Okay. How much are you giving him?
You need 400?
Yes.
I'll give you exactly 400.
All right. And then I'll pass Bizarre my 300 and his 400 to make this the thing happen.
Cool. And he hands you the plate.
Thanks, dude. You got a changing room?
It's just going up.
And do you want an old breastplate? Is there any like? All right, cool.
How much was the thing that he said for the scrying eye again?
He said for the DC 16 it was 1,800. For the DC 18 it was 2,000.
Okay. Shit. All right.
You can go for a smaller DC and see if the price is lower.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like
bother?
What?
I said any lower of a DC, you might not even bother considering.
Yeah.
To scry on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for the record, everybody, I'll be sending you item cards with all these descriptions at the end of the session. I just gotta make them.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
So,
I just want to put it in my inventory.
Yeah. I will send those to you at the end.
Did it with mine.
All right, because I currently have 800 gold. Not enough.
800 is what he said that a DC 8 scrying eye would be.
No. I will see what I can do with the counselor. I guess, because I feel bad asking my friends for money. So.
Okay.
Okay. How much do you need?
1,000, and then I would be completely broke. So no, no, I didn't think so. It's fine. I'll see if I can cut a deal or something later.
Charge it to the town.
Because I was trying to see if there was anything else that I had that I could offer, but I don't think I have really anything because I already gave him the glaive to get the pyre maul. I mean, I do have a crossbow, but I don't know if that's not worth that much.
This is a solid gold fucking crossbow.
I wish. Okay. Why don't we go?
Let's go over to the ship.
Go over to the ship and talk to Vandra and the others and see what I can do.
All right, let us go. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing down all the stuff you guys bought, so that way I can make up these item cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Serpent. So just make sure it was the mirror. It was. Oh, right. that as well is around. It's just the 4 things you guys bought, right? The monocle, the ring might be bought, the plate of the serpent, and the mirror about the bot, right?
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
I totally forgot I had sending.
But could you also write me cards for the 2 gems that I'm using the last 2 charges on?
Sure.
Because I'll identify those while I have them.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to make up a lot of items tonight and send them to you guys. So.
The end of the year.
Yeah. So sapphire and it was an amethyst, right? That's not how you spell that word.
Let's see if this will work.
That. Soaring. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys make your way out of the bazaar. Balthazar removes the card from the wall as you guys exit to make the doorway vanish.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys lead him back to Commander Vondra's ship. When you arrive, it is bustling with soldiers. People are running up and down. There are platoon commanders standing about. There are messengers running around. It seems like something happened while you were away. And as you fight your way through the throng of people and up onto the main deck, you see Commander Vondra and Counselor Archibald standing in front of a makeshift table along with 3 men in the burgundy and yellow plate, kind of standing at attention, poring over a map and looking at some level of new information.
Okay.
Are we interrupting?
Commander Vondra looks aside and goes, just the people I wanted to see. Come, hurry, please. Hello, Balthazar. And Balthazar goes, Commander! It's wonderful to see you. I'm glad you were able to get those people out so quickly. They were clogging up far too much of my shop. And she goes, shut up, shut up, shut up. I just said it was nice to see you. That's all it was. Just stand over there.
Slightly
quietly.
impressed that she stands up to him.
Anyone can, it's her.
Well,
Balthazar
yeah.
goes, I'll go stand over here. And kind of shuffles off to the back, kind of walking past soldiers, being like, hey, hi, how's it going? How's it going? And sort of settles in against the mast while you guys walk over. And as you walk over, you can see that it is a map of Lathander. The Docklands district painted in a bright green with the upper district and slums kind of painted in a more deep red.
Mm-hmm.
And as she kind of points it out, you can see that they're actually small. They kind of look like beads almost, but cylindrical, maybe about a couple centimeters tall, scattered throughout the board. And without anybody moving them, they seem to be moving around on their own.
Okay.
Commander Vommer kind of gestures to the map and goes, so this is what we're working with. Right now, we have full control of the docks. We've driven out the rest of the undead patrols. It seems like everything is pretty good here. The rest, on the other hand, is still up for grabs.
All right.
Now, while you were all away, we received a bit of information.
What happened?
One of our clerics, and she points over at a kind of mousy-looking woman with long brown hair, the same burgundy and yellow coloring robes. She gestures over to her and goes, one of our clerics received a vision of some kind from what would appear our new friend, the Lady of Bones. She congratulated us on our beginning victory, as well as taking out what she called one of her treasured pets. She looks back over the cleric, and the cleric just sort of nods. Connor kind of looks at the board and goes, so, she's aware of what we're doing.
So that much should have been obvious.
Good.
The other thing we learned is that things may be slightly more complicated than we knew.
They
How
always
so?
And things aren't going to get, at which point you hear from deep in the city, far away from you, this heavy then another then a third the sound that seems to be getting closer and closer. And as you all kind of look out over the city, you see from the upper district, far, far away in the base of the Red Tower, a shape rise into the air. Skeletal and completely bleached white, with long bone wings.
Oh dear.
The shape of some sort of dragon lifts itself
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh
at
no.
the base of the keep
Cool.
and begins to hover there. And even from this distance, 2-3 miles away over the course of the city, you can see the immense size of this beast.
Wow.
And that something, at the very least, is standing on the top of its head.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you
gonna
hear-
guess that's who that is.
You hear
Oh.
all of you inside your head a voice. Phaedra, you recognize it as the voice of the Lady of Bones.
Son of a bitch.
The voice says, "The problem solvers.
Oh no.
I've heard so much about you.
Oh no.
Think yourselves of some sort of big heroes, I see. Working to undermine things you don't even understand. But that's all right.
Scry.
That's perfectly all right. Because you won't ever stop what we're doing here. No matter how much you may kick and plead and try. You killed one of my sons, one of my dear beloved playthings.
One of my baby boys.
So
My good skeleton boy.
So I want you. Yes, one of my dear, sweet skeletal children.
Sweet baby boy Griffin.
You get the sense that she's talking about the cloak, maybe not the
Yeah.
giant skeleton, but
Probably,
who knows? Shades gray at that point.
Uh-huh.
She goes, "You took away something that I truly, truly loved,
Oh no.
as much as I could, at least.
Oh no.
So I want you to understand what I'm capable of."
Oh fuck.
At which point, you see the dragon rise just slightly higher.
Uh-oh.
As she continues,
Oh no.
How far away from us is she?
3 miles. You are a distance away.
Fuck.
As she says, "You all seem to love this city so much. It'll be such a shame to watch it burn." At which point the dragon opens his mouth and a torrent of green flame pours from out of it,
Oh dear.
engulfing the section of the upper district that it is flying over in flames.
Shit.
The dragon almost seems to rotate more into your direction and looks almost directly at the ship all of you stand upon. As you hear one final sentence. Well, a couple sentences, not just one. I'm done.
One final paragraph.
Yeah, it's fun a little bit here. She says, "I do hope that you had gotten everybody out of here. But then again, I'd be the one to know, wouldn't I? I will see you soon, problem solvers. Make sure to come find me when you can. The dragon flips up and wraps back up and up and up to almost the top of the red tower, as it then claps itself to the side of it, and the black shape disappears off its head and vanishes inside. The dragon climbs the rest of the tower and settles into the top. It seems like it takes up a decent chunk of the roof, but not all of it. It's not like it's so big that it drapes itself off the ends of this building, but it's a very large beast. As the green flames you can see begin to lick higher and higher on this side of the city, Commander Vandra shakes herself out of whatever stupor she was in listening and just goes, "Quick, get as many people over there as we can to try and contain the fire. See what we can do," as soldiers begin to run and head for that direction, carrying buckets and carts.
We're going there, right?
Oh, yeah.
I look at Balthazar. Did you take the things that I asked you to take?
The Ring of Shrouds?
Yes.
Yes, it's right here. And he kind of pulls it off his finger and hands. And
would you mind if I borrowed this for now, so we can go fight this thing? I don't want it scrying on us again. I'll leave you a down payment if you really need it, but I'll...
I think you all need this more than I do. He flips it over to you.
Thank you. I will make sure to get an IOU for this thing.
At which point he points at Archibald and goes, "Apparently you owe me for that, so make sure to remember." Archibald is just not there. He's just kind of focused on this fire that is raging through the city.
And also a scrying eye. We gotta go. Let's go. All right, I'm borrowing it for now.
Okay.
I'm going to attune to it, like, while we're going, if I have to attune to it.
It does require attunement.
All right, I'm going to be doing that as we're...
Okay.
All right.
Anybody running? Yeah, okay. So as we're moving along, I think Parliament is thinking to his water astral dad.
Mm-hmm.
Not obviously not like praying, and obviously not asking for help, but I think looking for guidance. And I feel like this is like the cleric guidance spell that I feel I feel like he should have because of his relationship with that, but it's not necessarily guidance.
Yeah. It's
and really just looking for inspiration in his water abilities.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm sorry, I take that back. Not a persuasion check. Roll a religion check.
Oh God, religion's I think one of my worst categories. Yeah, it is. Hold on.
I found another spell to replace while I was going through, which will be useful, hopefully.
I rolled an @20.
Nice.
You've been trying for a while now to reach your wonderful astral dad.
Yes, I have.
And he's been a little quiet recently, and you've been kind of concerned as to why.
Yeah.
But as you guys are running through the city and heading for the main gates of the, following the crowd towards the main gates of the Upper District, which you've seen before when you saw the great fountain with the bodies hanging off it.
Yep.
You suddenly feel this click, almost in the back of your head. This sort of wordless comfort that comes over you.
Okay.
And your left eye begins to stream tears. Though you're not sad, nor are you crying. Just water begins to leak out of your face.
Generally how it works.
And you feel comfort in this moment.
Okay.
You definitely feel like Mac is watching over you at this moment. And somewhere nearby.
Okay.
As you guys continue to follow the crowd, you suddenly see a bunching up above, in front of you of a number of soldiers kind of stopped with spears out and pointed. They're creating a bit of a wall so no one can really get past. What will you guys do?
Do they let us pass?
They do not see you. They are focused on something you cannot see due to the crowd in front of you.
We gotta get through the crowd fast.
Okay.
I cast prestidigitation.
Okay. What are you doing?
I make it sound like a paddy wagon, like a siren.
Okay.
And it's very much like red light strobing.
Okay. The crowd kind of parts in front of you a bit and leaves a bit more of a gap, but the line of soldiers doesn't seem to move. Whatever is in front of them seems to have captured their full attention.
All right. Fine. I'll cast, since I have it as a cantrip anyway.
You hear from, as you are beginning to get this cantrip on, you hear from just underneath the siren is very loud. You hear voices from that line, some saying, get away, back away. A few just shouting, clear the way, clear the way. And you hear maybe 200, 300 feet down the road, you hear a soft, slithering voice. Almost as if sandpaper was being dragged across itself to create words.
Ew.
You hear, oh, we won't be moving. We're here to speak to someone.
Uh-oh.
I believe they may be arriving soon.
Son of a bitch. All right.
At this point, I just start yelling to the people, clear the way, and like pushing them out of the way, left and right.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
Like,
I wanted to use thaumaturgy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because I can do multiple effects at once with this.
Yes, you can.
So
Booming
one of them
voice.
is causing harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
Okay.
And to do, what is it? My voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute.
Okay.
So what I want to do is like clear the path and like try and if I can make it so that way I'm trying to like part it so that way we can get through very quickly.
You're able to move the ground in such a way that people are kind of compelled to leave a bit of an alley, and your voice scares the shit out of some people who just jump and leave a path directly to this line of soldiers.
Yep.
And as you guys kind of fight your way through the rest of the crowd, as well as using this new channel that Fader's created.
Call for work. Hold on.
Yep.
Okay. Well, keep going.
Yeah. As you guys kind of fight your way up there and make it to this crowd of soldiers, or this line of soldiers, and look through, you can see the 2 remaining cloaks. Both standing in front of this makeshift wall that had begun to be constructed. Both of them sort of standing aloof. The taller one, the tallest of the 3 that you had seen previously, hood drawn down, hands folded in front. The shorter one, maybe only a head and a half shorter, standing slightly further back, one hand clasped behind its back on something, the other hand resting on its side.
Can we see what's behind his back?
Huh?
Can we see what's behind his back, what he's holding?
I mean, you're standing in front of him. It'd be very
His
hard to
hand
see
is
what he's
behind his
standing
back.
behind his
You
back.
can't see what he's holding.
So it's not big enough to see behind.
No.
It's more like he is standing like with one hand flattened against his back, like the small of his back, and the other hand like he's going to push air out of him, out of himself. And as you guys make your way forward, you see the taller one sort of cock its head and go, "Ah, yes, there they are.
Great.
Our Lady wanted us to make sure you saw what comes next."
Crap. Can I prep something?
It's up to you.
I wanted to see if there was something I could prep.
Here's a thought. You could probably stop them.
Can I stop them?
We can fucking kill them.
I suppose we could, yes. Are they within 5 feet of each other?
They are, yes, just about.
Oh, it's only on a creature anyway. Never mind. I was gonna do destructive wave, but it doesn't matter. Fine. If I'm gonna get close and prep a guiding bolt and I'm gonna wait to see if they like make an attack against us or the crowd. Because I don't want to just like fire it just in case. Like I'm trying to keep an eye out on what they're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. You have Guiding Bolt prepped and ready to go. As the tall one sort of continues to cock its head sideways and goes, "Now, if you would please follow me, I will show you what comes next."
No way in hell we're following this guy, right?
I don't think he means for us to follow. I think he means
He does.
something's coming.
And as you guys kind of have that rushed discussion, he turns and looks at his companion. His companion gives a curt nod and then moves to the wall about 50 feet behind them and then up it almost in one movement with a more graceful backflip than you would expect from a necromancer.
Okay.
And it disappears over the edge of the wall as the taller one kind of turns on all of you and goes, "This way, please." It turns and raises a hand and fires a what's the spell called? I forget. Thunderwave.
If I see him attacking, can I guiding bolt him?
He is not attacking you guys. He is attacking the wall.
Oh.
And leaves the shaking and the force of the spell causes the intersection of this ramshackle wall to fall in on itself. And on the opposite side, you can see emptiness, the clearing of a fountain. You can see the large kind of avenue that you had all seen a few nights previously. And he sort of turns back around and looks at all of you and beckons with a hand.
Guys, what are we? What's the
Well,
plan?
Walking into an ambush here. I mean,
Do we have any other option?
Well, I don't know.
so one of them went up the wall.
Uh-huh.
Still see him. Or is he gone?
He is gone. He had gotten off the wall and over to the other side before the other one had taken the wall down.
Okay.
So we're being led in the same direction that one went.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's not a good sign either.
Do you think we should follow or should we?
The taller one begins to walk towards the new opening in the gate, or in the wall.
You know, we probably should just get away from this crowd, if anything. Because if it's about to go down, we don't want all these people to die.
Yeah.
Okay. So the path in front of us is completely clear. Like, there's not any skeletons that we see or anything waiting for us.
Empty.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's go.
Arnold's absolutely right. We need to get away from this crowd
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we can fuck this fucker.
Yeah.
Nyx kind of nods and goes, "Whatever gets us further away from people who can get hurt, let's go."
All right.
The cloak climbs its way over the now rubble of a wall that had been created here, and begins to walk towards the fountain itself.
Whatever, we'll follow, but
For now, yeah.
I'm still keeping guiding bolt like at the ready.
my sword. Like,
Okay. As you guys climb through this wall and begin to walk into the center clearing, you look over to the upper district where the green fire is still raging through. And you can see at the gates to the upper district, which are still sealed and shut, people. Many of them wearing very fine clothing. It seems like these are citizens who may have been trapped in the upper district. And they are pounding away at the gates, attempting to get out. They are screaming, they are shouting, they are trapped in by this fire, which you now see from this distance, although it has touched some of the buildings, it is more creeping along the alleyways and the roads, leaving many of the buildings unscathed.
Fire's not for the people.
Let's go after people.
And you can see now that the taller of the cloak has the taller of the two cloaks. Well, the one you had still seen had dimension doored within a second, and had appeared at the front of the gate, along with the second smaller cloak, which was already standing there, and are now both standing there staring at these people as they are beginning to become penned in by this fire that is encroaching on them.
Oh, great.
The taller one turns and looks at all of you as you climb your way into this central area and says, "You killed the weakest of us. Would you like to see what the rest of us can do?"
Okay,
These people did nothing to you. Leave them out. Your problem is with us. We're the ones who are...
Aim it at us if you think it's strong.
Oh, Our Lady believes in your strength. Absolutely. You may even cause some fear within Our Lady. But she knows the one thing that you are not strong about.
Math?
Right.
Atta girl.
Forest.
Bartering. No.
Like I said, math.
Yeah. You love innocence far too much. Especially when we can do things like this. At which point the fire begins to engulf the very back end of this crowd. And this crowd is maybe 40, 45 people. You begin to hear the screams and the true agony as this fire begins to overwhelm these people, crawl forward. It's more than 1,000 feet away from you across this giant opening area, or this giant central area. But the screams almost sound like they're in the edges of your ears themselves. And within 2, maybe 3 seconds, the entire crowd is covered in this green fire.
How far away are we from the gate that they are being trapped behind?
About 1,000 feet.
Fuck.
People are dead.
And as you guys stand in shocked silence at this sight in front of you, the fire begins to dissipate and begins to almost disappear up into the air, leaving only charred, burnt bodies at its wake. It stopped perfectly at the gate, controlled by some force you don't see at the moment, but you can assume what it is. Leaving about 45 bodies burnt to cinders at the gate.
How far away is the closest one to us?
Still 1,000 feet. You have not moved forward, unless you've told me so.
Okay.
I just want to yell at them, we're going to kill you for this. And it's going to hurt.
Well, then.
Are they using like magical means to talk to us?
Yes, they are.
Okay, good. Because they're like whispering from 1,000 feet away.
They're using that same spell that you had heard before, the one that the lady had used to speak to you all the way from the tower.
Okay.
Right.
So you can hear it just fine, as if they're standing, within 2 feet of you. It's not like a scrying spell or something like that. It's more of just like an echo projection spell.
Yeah, it's their magic evil spell.
Yeah, it's magic evil spell.
Can they hear us? Do we know?
Yes, they can hear you just fine.
Oh.
It's action movie spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as the tall one kind of looks over at all of you and says, "Well then, I hope you have fun. Enjoy." And he raises both hands. And the bodies behind him begin to rise as well.
Oh,
I thought they burnt.
They are black and burned, but they are not.
Oh, son of
They are still formed.
Are they saluting?
They are
I
not
fucking
saluting.
hate necromancers.
They are sadly too far away from the epicenter of that spell.
Crap.
Prepare for some radiant damage up the butt.
And as the taller cloak raises its hands, about 20 to 25 of these bodies rise behind him.
Fuck.
And begin to scratch and pull at the gate. Same as they were before, but now the screams of terror and fear have been replaced with a longing moan of rage and hunger. They don't seem to be getting out the gate, but they are gnawing and scratching and pulling to get free.
Son of a bitch.
Can we tell what the cloaks are doing? Other than them?
It seems that the tall cloak just seems to be raising these zombies, or these skeletons. Yeah. The smaller cloak hasn't done anything besides stand there. It's just sort of stood.
Before we start that, while we're still kind of like shocked, can I take an action to do a sending spell?
Sure.
Okay. Just because I switched it out for some stuff before.
Yeah.
I can send it to anyone across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, there is a 5% chance it doesn't arrive.
Okay. Who you sending
so
to
it's
what?
a Perrin.
Perrin. Okay.
Yep.
What are you sending?
Are you alive? We are fighting the cloaks. We're coming for you. And then he can respond in a manner immediately.
Okay. There is no response.
Okay. Just wanted to try it.
And the the taller of the cloaks sort of turns and looks at its smaller brother and nods again. The smaller brother nods and seems to dimension door away as the gate begins to swing open behind the tall one.
Naturally.
And these zombies begin to shuffle out around the cloak and begin to make its way across the center courtyard towards all of you.
I fucking hate necromancers.
And we'll pick this up in 2 weeks.
You guys, fuck them.
You guys are dicks.
Fucking hell.
You know, it's kind of good that you guys decided to shop for 2 hours because it lets Frank and Emily be here for this.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Shit.
So, Heather, you'll be
This is really easy to listen to for me because I couldn't do anything about that because I don't have any fancy fucking magics. So I didn't have to be like frantically thinking about if there was anything I could do. Because there was.
The way none of us can do.
I was considering turning
that
into
distance
a water
it was
elemental and trying to like get over there, but I don't think I could have made it.
And it was magical fire. Like the only thing,
That's
like
the other thing.
if it were closer, then there's always a chance that like dispel magic or something could have happened. But at that range, there's not a ton that anybody can really do.
Yeah. I was just trying to find something that would still allow me to have the ability to scry and then retcon it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. We'll work with that in the future.
I do have sending, so it's like a mini scry.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's a message scry. It's nice.
Yeah.
All right. So next week, for those of you who are around, we will be doing a battle royale, which is all of you against each other in an arena that I will create.
Oh, sweet.
You will be fully rested. You will have all of your spell slots. You will have all of your items and your weapons. The only things you won't have are the healing potions that you just received today.
Except for the ones that Marleman bought off.
Yes.
That was clever.
Damn.
Very clever.
Okay.
What's
All
up?
right, I said that was clutch. Okay. Also, I gotta go. I'm still on a support call, so
Yeah. How much of that did you hear, Morgan?
not much.
Okay. I will send you the timestamps so you know what you missed
The timestamps
on the
In the
video.
video, he's gonna.
Oh, great, perfect, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. Peace out.
Yeah, peace.
Right.
So yeah, you'll have all your items. The only thing you won't have is healing potions, and it will be all versus all. Whoever wins takes a fate die. And what a fate die is a d20 that I give you that you can use at any point to supplement a roll or replace a roll.
Nice.
Supplement or replace.
Yes. So say you rolled a 2, you can roll your fate die to either take that new number or add the old number to your new number.
Whoa.
So, if you rolled, let's say, an 18 on the fate die, then a +2 probably won't do anything. But if you rolled a 6 on your fate die, adding that to a 2 and making it 8 might be important.
Also, so maybe you would want to fail on purpose.
Yeah,
For some reason.
some things you do want to fail on purpose.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of a reason
Yeah.
why a wholesale replacement would be worthwhile, and failing on purpose is a good one.
Yeah, sure. But all right, we will do that next week. For now, go enjoy. Be less sad. Sorry about that.
I can't wait for Marlon to kill
dude.
everybody. It's gonna be the best.
You're sick, man.
I'm
Magic missile everybody.
I'm so
I mean,
sorry.
that's not gonna cut it, but some of the stuff he has absolutely will.
I'll laugh if his wild magic surge ends up being the thing that does everyone in.
I mean, if we're being honest, just based on character designs, it's good that you're not there because you're fucking broken in a way that is specific to this stuff,
Yeah.
or like the fighting against us. But yeah,
That's fair.
um,
All right.
You guys
Well,
calm down. Prepare to be eaten by I don't know, dino or something.
grizzly bear.
I've actually talked about this or like the concept of this with a Critical Role fan that I work with, and he was just like, since he's heard all of the stories about all of our stuff, I know who his pick is. And
Between
I'm looking
all of
forward
you
to
guys.
finding out if it's right.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
me because I'm not in it.
Well, that's the thing. His pick would have been you, but since that's not the case, his pick would be Ryan actually,
Ah, that makes sense.
We'll see how it goes.
because you're a boss.
Yeah, I'm a boss. It's true.
Yeah.
You guys are strong though. You got lightning swords and stuff.
You can be a bear.
I have my own pick, and it's actually somebody I have not called yet, and I'm looking forward to it to see if I'm right.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
All right.
See you.
Later,
Bye.
everybody. I'll get this video up and sent to you guys as soon as possible.